Hello and welcome back to Kitten Up Kitten. My name is Sam and today I just want to talk about size of diamond paintings. So if you have not been here before, my name is Sam. I've been diamond painting for just over a year now, probably about 15 months. And there are some things that I've learned. So when you are buying diamond paintings, one of the things that you need to look out for is the size. Just because of the way that diamond paintings are made up, particularly with rounds, you need to be aware that size matters. It really does. And very often you will watch people on YouTube and you will see these beautiful canvases from Diamond Art Club or Diamond Dots or Diamond Painting Deutschland, and they're really big. And you think, I don't want to do really big pictures. Why do they do such big canvases? And the reasoning is because of detail. If you get the wrong size painting for the detail that you want, you can end up with what we call a pixelated mess. So I do have a couple of finished diamond paintings. I've got one that looks really good, I've got one that looks not so good, and I've got one that just is a complete mess, because I wanted to show you why size matters. So the first one I've got is this lion. So this picture actually looks better in the camera than it does up close. I mean, it came out okay. This came from Fan Cells, I believe. My mum actually finished this one off. We've got a random drill up here. My mum actually did this. It is a round. It was advertised as a 30 by 40, I believe, yes, but it's actually a 25 by 35. Now, I will put up, it actually does look really good in the picture. So from a distance, it looks good. It looks nice. Up close, not so good. But it's okay. The problem you'd got is this would look so much better if it was a bit bigger. So for me, I tend to find that anything that is a cheap diamond painting that is below sort of 40 by 50, you're really taking a chance on, because you just can't fit the detail in there. And I've made that mistake. I have brought diamond paintings and because the picture looked amazing, and they've turned out not so great. This one's not bad, but it's not good enough for me to put on a wall somewhere. I mean, it's not great. I'm not going to lie. Up close, if I can just... Yeah, there you go. There's where that drill's come from. Look, it's come from there. Now, I have to say, I haven't been particularly clever with this canvas. It has been chucked on my dresser. From a distance, it's fine, you know. But it isn't what I would expect from a diamond painting. And maybe that's because I've got used to buying from better quality companies. But just be aware that if you buy a small painting, certainly anything below a 30 by 40, you've got to be so careful. So I'm going to show you one that has been a real disappointment. So I bought this. I love a big diamond painting. I'm going to make sure it's the right way round, and I'm going to take the plastic cover off. Now, again, my mum ended up doing this. I'm going to put a picture up of what this canvas should look like, because this has got far too much going on to see that detail properly. Again, it looks better. It looks better from a distance, it does. But up close, it's just, there's just too much going on in a small amount of space. And you just lose all of the detail, you know. Through the camera, I can see that this is a castle, but it's just not very well rendered. And the reason is because they use a computer to render these images, and very often if they don't make it big enough, you don't get the detail. If this picture was twice the size, it would probably be lovely. It's not good enough for me. It's not good enough for me to put on the wall anywhere, which is a shame. It's a pretty picture. This was advertised, this came from Fan Sales. This was advertised as a 90 by 30. It is actually 85 by 25. And again, I knew once I started diamond painting that it wasn't going to have the detail that I needed it to have, or I wanted it to have, which is a shame. Everything else about it, the drills were quite good quality. The canvas isn't too bad. It's beautiful, but it's just not big enough. So I'm going to show you a couple of pictures that are. So just bear with me. I'll be back in a second. Okay, I'm sure all of you will have seen this picture at some point in some form of colours. Now, this is advertised as a 25 by 115. So it's actually 110 by 20. But you can see, look how much detail there is. It's a simple image. There's not a lot going, you know, you haven't got masses going on. It is just these 4 ostriches. And it's come out beautifully because of the size. If it was any shorter or thinner, it wouldn't work. You need to have the size. Now, I bought this one very early on. It's one of the first ones I did, and I absolutely love it. So let's also show you a small one that worked. My giraffe. And why does it work? Because it's a simple image. The minute you start adding words on, unless it's in a simple format, it's not going to work. So what I suggest is, when you are looking for your diamond paintings, you know, if you see a little 15 by 15 centimetre diamond painting with lots of wording on or lots of detail, I can promise you it won't turn out like that. It is very rare. There are instances where I am wrong, and I understand that. The mini paint gems are gorgeous. They're tiny little things, but they're lovely. They're beautifully done. But they're also quite expensive. If you want a painting that is a small size with lots of words on, you know, a whole phrase, it probably isn't going to work very well. So think about your sizing. The bigger you go, the more clear that image will be, and this is more so important if you are doing a custom of a photograph. The largest you can go is better, and that is why I go to places like Diamond Art Club, or I buy the cheaper pictures in as big as I can afford, because you need to have that size to give you that detail. I am going to pull out a couple of my completed works so that I can show you how nice an image will be. And I can promise you, I have bought from budget companies and I've known instantly that it's not going to work because it's too small. So I'm going to find a couple of those as well, so bear with me. So first up, here is an instance of one that doesn't work. Okay, this is a 30 by 30. I got this from Amazon. It looks very nice in the camera, but I can tell you that that detail is not going to work. It really isn't. Now, it's a nice little image, but it's going to be 25 by 25, and it's just, there's just too much going on. This here is a hand, I believe, and it's just not going to work. So for me, this is a picture that I won't do. On the other hand, we then go to Diamond Art Studio. Nice, simple image, well charted. It's going to work beautifully. You're going to get all of that detail. And because you've got more colours, you're going to get more shading. So that's another thing to look out for. You know, the more colours you have, it doesn't necessarily mean it's better. But if you've got 38 colours in a beautiful image like this, you're going to have lots of nice shading. If you've got 18 colours in a painting that's as dark as this, it probably isn't going to work. You know, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But for me, that is my experience. And what I don't want is for anybody to buy diamond paintings that they absolutely adore, that are too small, too busy for the image, and then be disappointed. Incidentally, this one will be going into, I mean, it looks lovely through the camera. I kind of feel like I'm cheating here, because I'm saying it doesn't look great, but it looks good until you put the drills on it. That's the thing. This is what puts me off. I don't think it's going to be clear enough. Maybe I've been spoiled, but when you then get beautiful rendering like this, different matter. So my advice is to go, especially for a busy image, if you have a painting this size and it's got 12 Disney characters on, it probably is going to look very pixelated, which is never a good look. So bigger you go, the better, generally. That is that from me. I think that's more than enough on that subject. Just think about the sizing that you're going for. For me, I generally don't buy anything smaller than a 40 by 50. However, there are exceptions. So I'm going to go fetch one right now. So these paintings are all smaller paintings that are well rendered. So this one is a 33 by 33. It is a true 33 by 33, and it's absolutely gorgeous. You know, it's come out very well. It's a nice simple image. There's not too much going on. The writing is very bold. It works. 14 colours. So in this instance, 6 ABs, I hasten to add, but in this instance it works because the sizing is chosen to suit the image. Next one, I think, I'm trying to think if I know what this is. Is it a 30 by, I don't know if the size is on it, to be honest. I don't think it is. I think it's a 40 by 40. Actually, let me get a tape measure and let's have a look. Again, it's a simple, well rendered image. So it is 40 by 40. So yeah, a nice, easy, manageable size. It is in square, as is this. There's a reason that they do these smaller pictures in squares, because a square, ignore the dog, I do apologise. She is, Peps, she is proper kicking off today. There's lots of people about because it's very warm. So, of course, people are out doing their cars and stuff, and she's just shouting. Squares give you more detail. So if you're choosing a smaller canvas and it's got detail in it, it will help if you do it in square as opposed to rounds, because it does give you a bit of detail. So this is square. This one is also, this is a round. Now this is a 37 by 37. Again, it's a simple image. You know, it looks really nice. It's come out really well. So if you do want to have the smaller pictures, it does pay to get a better quality canvas. This one has got 34 colours, so lots of colours for the different shading. Works beautifully. But if this had 12 Disney princesses and flowers and ribbons, it probably wouldn't. I hope that this has been informative. It was actually quite nice to get my diamond paintings all down. And just to let you know, I actually store most of my finished diamond paintings on hangers, on trouser hangers, and they hang on the back of my snug door. But a couple of them will be rolled up. They won't be put anywhere because they're just not good enough quality. The lion one that I showed you will be going into a what are they called? A display book. because I have an A3 display book, so it will be mounted on card and will go in there. The long fairy garden one will probably go into the bin, which is a shame because it's a nice picture. If it was just a bit bigger, it would have rendered much better. My ostriches, however, will be going on my hallway wall at some point. So there you go. That's my advice on sizing for your diamond paintings. And the general rule is, if you want really sparkly, go for the rounds. If you want the detail, go for squares. I will of course be doing videos on square and rounds, multi-placing, etc. They are still to come, but it is the end of this video for now. So it is, as always, over and out from this Kitten Up Kitten. Bye bye.